Okay, so we're looking through different med spas that are based in Manhattan. I landed on this one, Manhattan Laser Spa, and they have done, an excellent job of, most things really, in terms of on-page SEO. So if you look at, for example, this detailed description here, they have the name of the spa, they have the keyword, they have the location. They do the same here. It even mentions some of the services. The keyword count is good, but the first thing I noticed that it could be a problem is the fact that there are 3 H1 tags on the homepage. We should get rid of the rest and only keep one H1 tag that is aligned with this title keyword. But this title, the title that shows up in search engines. Reason being, we want that message match. When someone clicks on this, we want them to land on a page that says this as the only H1 tag on the page. Here, discover our services is an H1, our base selling treatments is an H1, and you also have another one called check out our aesthetic procedures. It should only be up here, something like best medical spa in New York and Florida, something like that. So yeah, we definitely need to change that to and have strictly one H1 on this. The image count is good, and in terms of alt attributes, there are none for some of these images, and you need to add those. For example, for this logo that sits in the center here. This is actually where I would put that H1 tab of that H1 of best medical spa in New York and Florida, and then the name. I'll replace this logo with that text. Just a second. So took a small break there, but yes, we need to add alt attributes to all these pictures that are on the home page. We need to have relevant alt attributes for these that have something to do with gift cards. These two, all these are empty. SVG missing title and description. Let me see. Yeah, so let's just replace this with something to do with something to do with this, variations of that, descriptions of that, and so on and so forth. And then I saw you're using a Gmail here. You already have a domain. You should sign up for Google's Google's email thing. Fuck is it called? Professional business email by Google, such that you can use your own domain. It's more professional that way to have maybe info at manhattanlaserspa.com. Yeah, like that, instead of the Gmail. It takes away something from it. Reduces the aura and the professionalism of your business. My key focus, however, is on your blog. You did a very good job up until last year. You seem to have stopped writing new blog posts for some reason. And some of these, especially the newer ones, they read like service pages. It's a mix. Some are very well done, but then some are kind of in the middle. They don't really knock the ball out of the park in terms of answering all the possible questions people could have about all these things right here, all these things. Also, in terms of the pictures you add to the site, for example, this and that, I'll make sure like for every picture we add our logo here to the somewhere. bottom corner, top corner, or something for all the pictures on the website, especially the ones on the blog. It helps, build our brand identity, and people will stop stealing our pictures. So there is that. I'd also get rid of this read more button throughout. For all this, I'll just use the picture. The picture is already clickable. The title is clickable. I don't think this has any purpose. I'd actually replace this with a category tag somewhere here or above here or somewhere, whereby for all blog posts that are written about plasma, those that are written about hair removal, blog posts about BBLs, we add a small tag here such that if someone clicks on the tag, they can go to that page that on it has posts about BBLs or pills or something like that. Other than that, this looks very nice. Then we come to the blog itself. This says the alt attribute is empty, but oh yeah, the problem I see here is that first of all, this says this is the location of the med spa. I don't know, like, are you trying to rank for both? Is it because this is Manhattan and then this is Sunny Isles, and then this says Sunny Isles only? So why include this? Why include Manhattan? Let's just try to only target one. And then let's look at the structure of the blog post itself. You have a title here. You have a title, you have a description, URL, everything. But then as you start to read through, you start to run into a few problems, because so the title is Best Med Spa in Sunny Isles, for laser hair removal. But then that isn't anywhere here. There's nothing to mentioning hair removal here. There's nothing mentioning hair removal in the URL. Also, this doesn't say Best Med Spa, it just says Med Spa Sunny Isles. So there's a little bit of inconsistency there. Then for the rest of the blog post itself, I think you can see this is Best Med Spa Sunny Isles, laser removal, and then this just says Med Spa Sunny Isles. So that's what I'm saying. But in terms of the post itself, you have an H2 here, essential services offered in Manhattan. I feel like you keep combining these two. I don't know whether there is a place in Sunny Isles called Manhattan, because Manhattan is in New York, and it seems that's what is here. But then you're trying to kind of optimize it for both. So let's focus on one location. If you're writing a location focused blog post. So we have this H2 here. This is Miami. This is New York, and then you start breaking down the different services that are under each category, like facial rejuvenation here. And as you start to read, there is no different in text size between this H2 and this H3. Okay, they're exactly the same size, so it lacks that contrast as you go down. So it goes facials, this chemical peels, hydrofacial, and then you go to injectables, and it looks exactly the same as this. So maybe you should number these like ABCD or 1, 2, 3, or have the bigger text compared to this, something like that, to create that variance in within the copy as you go down. Also, there's not a single image within the blog post itself other than this banner image here, but it's only the banner. There should be at least 4 or 5 pictures here, and their alt attributes should be related to whatever it is that whatever it is, variations of what you're trying to rank for here. Let me see. Also, I don't see any links within the blog post itself. I don't see any links to anything on your own website or to any other domain outside yours. But within this, there's a lot of there's very many opportunities to link. Like, we don't consider these I don't consider anything else other than the blog post when you're trying to link to something else. So, oh, I see here. Oh, okay. This links to Sunny Isles, which I guess is near where you are. And then this links to within the post itself. But yeah, you can, these are only limited to this opening paragraph here. But throughout the body of the text as well, there should be links to other things. So if you have another blog post that talks about smooth complexion, you can hyperlink it to this text. If you have laser treatments, if you have a dedicated page, which obviously it's already there, a dedicated page on laser skin resurfacing, if this appears within this, we can link to it. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunity to it makes it easier for someone browsing to find all the relevant information they need, because they may be reading about facials and they don't want to read, and this catches their eye, and they don't want to continue reading about all this, and they'll click here on facial rejuvenation that will take them to here, to this page right here, something like that. So yes, pictures, alt attributes, more interlinking within the website and outside. I'd also want to have an FAQ section down here that is highly related, only related to this, to whatever keyword you're trying to rank for here. We need to have an FAQ page down there for TLDR. So let me give you an example very quickly of how I would go about, if I was to rewrite this blog post as it is. So let's just go with mid-spa Sunny Isles, for example. Okay, we are doing this together. So Sunny Isles, it's a beach in Florida. Okay. Mid-spa Sunny Isles. Okay, let's first remove this. And I use ChatGPT for all these. And by the way, the very first thing I do is I'm going to come here and search for I'm going to go and look at the top 5 ranking med spas for the top 5 ranking pages for this keyword right here. So there's this guy, find out what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. That's why I kind of have a problem with this one, because this reads like a service page. It doesn't really read like a blog post. The point of blog posts, and you're already doing it very well in a few other pages I've seen. It's not really to sell; it's to answer questions. What questions do people have about a specific subject? And we have to cover that. We have to cover that question exhaustively to establish ourselves as an authority and trustworthy. If you go to the kings of content on the website, like on the internet, like HubSpot and all these other guys that really figured out content, whether that's search engine journal or anything like that, they come here and look at facials and exhaustively cover facials from all angles, and then they interlink anything to do with facials. All these blog posts they create about these services, they interlink between them to really lock it in. So that being said, if this is what we wanted to rank for, Sunny Isles Med Spa, there you go. This is one of the prompts I use. Write a punchy, engaging blog post. Blah blah blah, no cliches, blah blah blah, all this. Let's begin with the title, intro paragraph contains table of contents and key takeaways. So let's just say this is what you wanted to rank for. It's Sunny Isles. Keyword is this. Okay, and then down here I noticed something. This talks about like your med spa and where it's located and the different services. But then here you kind of sound like I guess the government here, like how to open a med spa. Like that's not really relevant to this, because if someone is reading this to find out the services you offer and see, how they can treat, what's bothering them and stuff, they don't really care about how to open a med spa. That's so. In terms of the FAQ section, you also need to cut this out. With just a brief prompt like that, we can compare and see how different these two read. Just the opening paragraph. Step into a realm of this. We are fusion between that, explain sanctuary, blah 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 blah. Here, for some reason, you have this in all caps and bold. This cabin you have anywhere that. Now you can come here and compare it to this. Imagine space into a space where science meets serenity, where cutting edge technology. Boom. I think you can see how different it is. And it even contains our keywords right there. Let's dive into and then you have the table of contents here. This is for people who are, just scanning the website. There should always be a table of contents somewhere above here. What I'll do is I'd actually push this section here to the very bottom, all the way down here for, if you like this, you might also like this. And then I would have a table of contents here. It makes navigation very easy and makes the user experience very pleasurable. So table of contents and then key takeaways for people who are, again, just scanning. Yeah, what do I need to know about this? Is this blog post worth my reading through? So yeah, in terms of that, those are a few things I would change. But yeah, you definitely have a lot more content to write, and you can always use ChatGPT like that to help you nail them. And to me, you should separate these two. Let New York be New York and let Florida be Florida. Do not try to rank for both in the same blog post. As they say, what's the thing that chases two rabbits catches nothing? The fox that chases rabbits, two rabbits catches nothing. Something like that. You leave the search engine bots very confused, and they won't know that to go for this or for that. But other than that, you're doing a very good job. And what else can I add to this? There was I noticed the page speed on mobile is a bit slow. I know that's on my end, or it's the overall website, but it takes up to 12 seconds for it to completely load. And with that, there are things you can use. You can use plugins that minify JavaScript and CSS. You can set up a CDN like Cloudflare. You can or use WP Rocket. Be sure to instead of using JPEGs like I've seen on this website, convert them to Webps. Those ones are a lot faster, and they are preferred to optimize web page speed as well. So yeah, for now that's all I can see, and thank you for watching.